Hello Virgo, welcome to your weekly reading for July 17th to the 23rd. This is for Virgo, Sun, and Rising, and if you're new to my channel, I do a traditional culture cross spread. I also use astrology and my guides to help bring a lot more clarity to get more specific and detailed with your reading, Virgo. I do this because I love you. I want you to feel like it's a personal reading, as if we are here one-on-one rather than a general spread. Lastly, I use astrology because it brings a lot more depth to your reading. So Virgo, this week is a big week. I hope you're sitting down for this, by the way. I hope you're sitting down for this. You know this is a life-changing month. This is the life-changing week of the month. This is the biggest week of the month. So I want you to really pay attention to what I'm about to say. This is going to be huge. First things first, on Monday we have that new moon in Cancer. All right, so we're kicking it off with a new moon. You have a surge of energy in your 11th house. So not only is that your social network, so think about your friends, groups you belong to, organizations you belong to. You could be launching a group. You could be launching some sort of organization. Maybe it's a motorcycle club. Hey, you never know. It could be a book club too. Hey, I don't know you, Virgo, Libra, Virgo. Here, it's all about you and your social network. You also could make a new friend around this time. Okay, one that would be pretty significant. Now, the other thing is the 11th house rules your hopes and wishes. Hello. You better be manifesting around these new moons. Big time, big time. All right, so I absolutely love this for you. Now, second big thing. Oh my goodness. This is it, Virgo. We're here. We're absolutely here. The lunar nodes are changing, okay? So these nodes, what they are, they're not planets or anything. They're basically just like where points are of where you're coming and when you're going, and they represent your destiny. These are karmic and cosmic cycles, and these are huge because they are moving into Aries and Libra. North node is moving into Aries. The south node is moving into Libra. I'm going to tell you why this is so big for you, and you are going to really feel it. But first, this is your destiny. This is your life calling. Now, the reason why it's a cardinal grand cross, and the reason why is because Aries is a cardinal sign, and so is Libra. So Virgo, you're mutable, just in case if you didn't know. So here's the thing. This is really they spend a year and a half in opposite signs, okay? The cross, right? And so they're going to be here until January 2025. So then that's when they move into a different, they move into different points, okay? And I want you to know, January 2025, they're moving into your sign, Virgo. They're moving into the Pisces Virgo axis. So, we'll talk about that January 2025. But for now, the North Node moving into Aries, that is going to be your 8th house. South Node moving into Libra, your 2nd house. You know what this means? Do you know what this means? Do you want me to tell you? I'm going to tell you. 8th house, transformation. Transformation, death and rebirth. So, the moving of the new the nodes, when they're shifting signs, that's already a big shift. That is already a true new cycle. This is true death and rebirth. You're entering this brand new cycle in terms of your destiny, your life calling, your purpose, okay? So it's moving into a sign that represents death and rebirth for you. Hello, expect, I hope your seat's buckled, okay? I hope your seat's buckled while you're sitting down for the next year and a half, because you're about to go through some extraordinary life changes. Remember, this is your destiny, but the 8th house also rules other people's money, other people's joint resources. So think about bonuses, commissions, investments, inheritance, your partner's income, real estate, things like that. All right. Secondly, the South Node. This is moving into Libra. Now, so if the North Node is your destiny, your true calling, your true life purpose, the South Node is that point where it's like all the karma that you've really accumulated at this point. So you're going to start seeing that the karma is going to change. And this relates to the South Node is more like your interpersonal, like external relationships, okay? It's like how you fit in society, it's kind of like the collective, right? This is moving in your second house. So, Virgo, this is just really big for you. Second house is all about self-worth, self-value, comfort, stability, but salary, finances, the money that you make, okay? Do you see what's happening here? Your destiny is shifting in terms of money, because the 8th house is other people's money. The 2nd house is the money that you earn. Again, just finances. So, out of all the signs, okay? Out of all the signs, this is really big. Remember, 8th house is transformation. 2nd house is self-value, is self-worth as well. You're definitely going to see some big shifts. Now, these are really, you have to pay attention to these nodes. They don't really come up in a lot of horoscopes, but I don't know if you read like astrologers and their horoscopes, but sometimes they may not come up. But these nodes, the reason why I want you to pay attention is they host the eclipses. We have an eclipse in Aries and Libra at the end of the year, okay? So pay attention, all right? Pay attention. You're going to hear me say that a lot, and there's a reason why. Now, the North Node in Aries kicks off the zodiac wheel, right? The leader, the hero on this journey, right? So we're kicking out this new journey, new hero's journey, okay? And with any hero's journey, there are challenges, there are battles, all right? So remember, this is your destiny, fighting for your destiny now. Some of these challenges can be, water off a duck's back for you, all right? Super Mario Brothers, yeah, like 1980 style, or it could be like Walking Dead, like choose your weapon, get ready to slay. This is your destiny. This is your calling. All right. The second thing is the South Node. Listen, this is really, again, like, remember, think about Libra, South Node in Libra. This is balance. Okay. This is peace, love. This is, like, again, social dynamics. When you think about Libra, the system that you need to create in your life. The South Node is what you have to release, what you have to let go. So what is it in your life that you have come to the end of a cycle in, moving into this new cycle? And so with that being said, in your second house, it could be the fact that you may be starting a new job, okay? It's just that time to start a new job, a career that you feel a lot more passionate about. It could be a time where you conquer a lot of your fears, where you have a lot more self-worth, self-confidence, all right? Remember, these are cycles, so it's not like a bad thing. It's like you're just moving into this new cycle in your life, all right? One that is really like, you're gonna feel it, because this is your destiny. This is all about powering up. This is all about being courageous, and really going for what the things that you want. Now, here's the big thing for you, Virgo, is the other thing I want you to know is that, well, it's the big thing for everybody, is that Venus is a ruler of Libra. And as you know, Venus is going retrograde at the end of the week. So you're already going to be releasing things. You're already going to be surrendering things. You're already going to be, making room for a lot of new things in your life, all right? Because this is happening the same week. Right? The nodes, the changing of the nodes, changing of the guards, same week as Venus goes retrograde, which is happening this weekend. Now, before I even get there, I want you to know these are major aspects that are happening. The new moon in Cancer on the same day as the nodes are changing. It may be a bumpy start, okay? And the reason why is Pluto. Again, that crazy Pluto. Pluto is opposing the sun on the day of the new moon. It's going to be squaring the nodes. So, Pluto is a planet that says, are you going to fear me or are you going to impress me? there are going to be some moments where some of these changes, these shifts, even new things happening in your life may be a little like, you may be a little like, oh my goodness, what's going on? You don't want to fear it right now. You do not want to be owned by fear. Now, the Pluto, remember Pluto's in Capricorn, so this in your 5th house of pleasure, things that bring you pleasure. It's also in your house of love, romance, family, children. There's a sense of, with Pluto and Capricorn, like a lot of like tradition-based stuff, but again, you're moving into a new cycle in this area. Pluto's also probably going to try to make you like pay attention to some things here, whereas like there's other parts of your life where you're just like, I want to move forward with this as well. All right, so there may be like a little bit of a tug of war there. I've been saying in every sign, don't let fear control your destiny. Don't let Pluto control your destiny. Things are going to change big time. So think of yourself as on a roller coaster. Are you going to be holding on to the bars? Are your hands going to be up in the air enjoying the ride? Are you going to pass out from fear? That's what Pluto wants you to do. No, you're going to have your hands up in the air, and even if you want to, give him the middle finger. Show him like, you cannot control me. Pluto, you're not going to control me. You're not going to make me fear my destiny. You're not going to make me fear anything in my life. Okay, Virgo, I want you to know that. Now, another big thing that's happening is the Sun is trining Neptune. This is absolutely huge. This is a very beautiful trine. You know, it's a wonderful trine, very supportive aspect. The reason I bring this up, this is a day where your imagination was soar, and you know. So when I was putting these notes together, I was getting the message like, that is just something where it's just like, when you see that in a horoscope or something, you're like, okay, cool, imagination will soar. I want you to take a minute to just really think about this, okay? Your imagination will soar. Imagination is huge. It's important. It's very significant. Imagination is what created fire, okay? It's what built this world. It produced the greatest movies in history. It wrote the best books that we've ever had. This is imagination. I want your imagination to run wild. I want you to have this vision for your future. I want you to imagine the world that you want for yourself, okay? And I don't want you to have Pluto controlling anything that happens around this time. I don't want you to fear anything, and I want you just to let your let it loose. All right, imagination is like moving, right? So keep that in mind, because the next day on the 21st, and I'm going to say 20th 21st here because I know a lot of y'all are in different time zones, but think about don't think about anything. I'm going to tell you what's going on. Mars is opposing Saturn. Now I'm going to make this very short and sweet. This is a very challenging aspect, among one of the most challenging of the year. Yes, that's right. I'm not even holding back here, not even of the month, of the year. Mars opposing Saturn. These are two malefic planets that are having a stare down. It's like the old Wild West, right? It's like they're doing the count, they're walking away, and then they're gonna turn around and they're gonna do the quick draw, right? And so Mars has been opposing Saturn for a while, all right? And now they're at their peak. So their hands are on their guns, okay? On Mars, on the 20th, 21st. This is pretty aggressive. And this is, around this time, you may just have a moment where things are just a little tough. You may feel like you've hit a wall and you have no idea how to get out. You may feel like, you think about like an escape room. How do you get to the next level? You may not have the answers. It may start building on this like fear in you. So first things first, know all the facts, take action, be awake, okay? Be awake, be aware now. Secondly, this is why I'm talking about your imagination. Let your imagination run wild. Things will be so much easier, okay? You let your imagination run wild, you go with your imagination, you'll break through that wall, okay? You'll find the clues to get to the next round in the escape room. That's why it's so important here. The Sun is trining Neptune is a huge thing, but the main thing is just be aware, be awake. Do not be on autopilot this week, okay, Virgo? Do not be on autopilot. Don't be that person on the phone walking down the street texting, okay? The entire time as you walk, all right? That person doesn't see anything that's happening around them. That person has no idea what's going on. Don't be that person. I want you to be aware of everything, because if you need a pivot, you can pivot. If you need a maneuver, you can maneuver, okay? I do not want you to, obviously I want the best for you, and I do not want this Mars opposing Saturn to really like test you. And I don't want Pluto, that little monster there, he's being really naughty this week. I don't want you to, again, have fear control your destiny, or have Pluto make you fear anything this week. Now, the other thing that's happening on the 22nd, Sun goes into Leo. We go into Leo season. This is amazing. We love the Sun in Leo. We're talking domicile here. However, the same day, Venus goes retrograde. This is such a big deal. This is a big deal. And Virgo, this is a big deal for you, because this is in your 12th house, your subconscious. So talk about like unrooting things, right? Really deep. But this is good, because it's really shining the light in the subconscious. Okay, think about the subconscious. Conscious is awareness, right? Seeing not being on your phone as you walk down the street. Your subconscious is where you store your memories. That's where fear, anxiety, stress, all of that, they all live in your subconscious. Now, the sun shining in Leo, which is in your 12th house, it's unrooting those fears, those anxieties, that stress. So really pay attention this week. Just really be aware. Really, this is a wonderful, biggest week of the month. But there are a couple curveballs, okay? And I want you to be able to bat them away when they come your way, all right? And for, some Libras, it may be like, again, a scale like a 1 out of 10. For some Libras, it could be like a 7 out of 10. It really just depends on if you're ready for it, you're going to be fine. Okay, you'll maneuver, you'll pivot, you'll be great, all right? You'll be great out there. You'll go break a leg on the stage of the world, right? In your life, destiny. Now, Venus going retrograde. Listen, that is going to happen on the 22nd. Because it's happening over the weekend, I'm going to talk more about that next week, because it's going on over in the weekend, and then it's Venus retrograde until September 3rd. We're going to have more emphasis on it next week. We're going to talk about it next week, okay? But this week, it's more about the nodes. It's more about this huge shift that's happening in your life in terms of your destiny. It's more about this new moon in Cancer that's happening in your 11th house, your hopes and wishes. Oh my goodness, this is, and just so you know, on the 20th, the 21st, Mars opposing Saturn. This is, Mars is in your sign, okay? Saturn is in your 7th house of partnership. So the fact that this is happening right before Venus goes retrograde, Venus is in shadow right now. Some of y'all could have some aggressive moments with partners, okay, whether work or career around this time. But some of y'all could really just have some moments with yourself too, all right, with yourself. For the first house, identity, you could be the one also that gets really aggressive this time. Mars is in your sign. Mars can get aggressive. Mars is the ruling planet for Aries, God of War. Anyway, Libra, let's go ahead and get started. Let's see what's going on for you for July 20. I already forgot the days. 17th to the 23rd. That's it. For July 17th to the 23rd, again, this is for Libra, Sun, and Rising. And if you want to read for your Moon, your Venus, all those other placements, you are absolutely welcome to, especially with with Venus being at play this week. Big time. Big time. All right. So, Libra, okay, let's do it. Let's see what's going on for you. Let's do it. All right. So, Libra, I feel like there was something else I was going to say, but no, you don't know. Okay. Anyway, so what I was going to say is I do a traditional color cross spread. It brings the best overview. If we need to pull clarifiers, we will pull clarifiers. Secondly, Libra, I think, that's what I was going to say is now, why do I keep saying Libra? You're Virgo. Sorry, Virgo. It's because of the what's happening with Libra, that with the north south node going into Libra. That, so I'm sorry about that. You Virgo. Okay, Virgo. There we go. So Virgo. You know what I'm gonna say, Virgo. Okay, you're good. You're good. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. You can see everything here. I'm gonna do this really quick because I really want to see what's in your stuff. There you go. Five of Swords. Depends on what day you see this reading, but remember what I talked about Mars opposing Saturn. Remember what I talked about with the fact that Venus and Mercury, okay, is in Leo in your 12th house of subconscious. And then the fact that Mars is in your first house. Conflicts, all right, but this is in your past. So, there is a sense of something that's going on with there could be something conflicty, but again, the message that I'm mostly getting is like up here, all right, up here there's some just right, like psychological warfare. Know the facts. I said that earlier in the beginning of the reading, right? Know all the facts. If something does come up, like if you're ready to go like come at me bro with somebody, know the facts first, okay? Virgo, that's your specialty, is being just very detail oriented, very analytical, pragmatic to, right? Just know all the facts, all right? Because there is that potential. It looks like, and remember, the Five of Swords came in your past. It is something that could have already happened. You could have had a moment where there was a little bit of like, remember I said Mars has been opposing Saturn for, a while now, for like a week, all right? So we're just hitting its peak, right? So keep that in mind. Just this card is just saying choose your battles wisely, all right? And again, it really is. I am getting more of the impression it could have been you that lashed out in a way where you're just like, oops, really didn't mean to do that. Some Virgos were like, I'm so glad I did that. But in the end, you just really want to ask yourself, is it even worth it? All right? Is it even worth it? You may have asked yourself that. You may have put down those swords. As you can see, have you seen Game of Thrones? Have you seen any of those shows? When you hold a sword, that's like power. That's like authority, right? Not that. That is not having any power whatsoever. Okay? Now, again, know the facts. It's a big message coming through for you. Okay? But anyway, it looks like some of this could have already happened. If it has happened, make peace. Now, and the heart of your spread, the Ten of Pentacles, I mean, it's raining pentacles in the form of the Tree of Life here. This is money and wealth. This is legacy. This is the you made it card. This is, oh wow. Oh wow, you're good. Look how big that castle is. Look how happy that family is. Look at all that abundance. Now, remember, with these nodes changing, that's affecting you. Remember, the 8th house and the 2nd house, the only two houses in the zodiac wheel that have to do with money. You're good. You're good. You're good, you're good, you're good. You're 1000% good. This is, remember, life is cycles, and these nodes are cycles. And, with the new moon in Cancer and your hopes and wishes, some of y'all have already gotten that. Some of y'all already gotten to that place where you feel like, I've reached this point in my life where I feel like, I've succeeded here. Now, time to move on to this next place. Now, speaking of cycles, 10 is the end, so we're moving into a new cycle. All right, this is in the heart of your spread. All right, 1 0 equals 1, new beginning. Secondly, you can see the old man here. Oh shoot, the old man, the young couple, and the wisdom child. Okay, this is actually really crazy when you think about it. Okay, and this is why I'm going to tell you. Old man, that's the hermit who's finally made it. Remember, Venus and Mercury in Leo is in your 12th house. So the hermit is all about that soul searching. You see the young couple here, all right? And so, what was it? Saturn is in Pisces right now, okay? In your 7th house of partnerships, all right? Which I already mentioned. And then you see the wisdom child here. Pluto is in Capricorn in your 5th house, representing children. So everything is showing up astrologically in this card, but this is a cycle. You see the child's hand on the dog's tail, but then you see his hand on the dog's head. So we're talking about a cycle here, all right? And then also, I'm going to point something out to you. I'm pointing out a little secret. I know that like a lot of y'all, or all these there's so many details in tarot, and I know that like I never always have the time. There's so much happening in this card, but I don't have enough time to talk about everything. But I'm going to just point something out. You see this checkered wall here? It's only a checkered wall, all right? And the tarot, and it really does represent the next dimension. Okay, it's like we're moving forward. Like you are going through a life changing. You are going through a huge life change. The biggest that, since I've been doing your readings, especially considering your last reading as well, or like all your reading, oh my gosh. Anyway, Knight of Pentacles in your challenge area, okay? Don't be lazy this week, all right? That's all I'm saying. Be aware, be awake, okay? That's all I have to say. Just be awake this week. That's what I want you to do. That's what I want you to be. I want you to be awake. I want you to pay attention. I would just be prepared if anything happens. I want you to be able to like bat things away if there are any challenges. Anyway, this is, again, one of the reasons why this comes through really strongly is the Knight of Pentacles is Virgo, okay? Knights are mutable. Pentacles are earth. You're the mutable earth sign. So Knight of Pentacles is Virgo, comes up in your challenge area. He is someone who likes to learn, grow. Largest field in tarot where you can plant so many seeds. He likes to plant seeds, reap his rewards. He's patient. He'll take his time. He wants to see things grow, okay? He wants to monetize too. Now, this came up in your challenge area. So when the Knight of Pentacles comes up in your challenge area, there is it's saying, it really is saying like, there could be some of y'all losing a little bit of inspiration or not knowing where to put that energy, but a lot of it's like giving up energy. It's like, you know, he's in it to win it. He's in it for the long haul. So again, in the challenge area, it's like with this new cycle, or even like where you are now, even at the tip of this new cycle that you're about to enter in your life, really look forward to it, okay? Look forward to it. Be aware of everything that's happening in your life. What do you want to leave behind? What are the things that you don't need? What's going to help build that confidence in you? And again, and I'm not saying y'all are lazy. Virgos are the least laziest, like, sign or whatever. It's just associated with the Nine of Pentacles in this aspect here in this spread, okay? So it's really like, don't be uninspired and really continue to take action. You got the Magician, so that's why I know why you're going to be fine, okay? You're going to be fine. You got the Magician talking about new cycles. Remember what I said. The lunar nose changing signs. Is it weird that I'm using a crystal? I'm going to put that down. The reason why this is important, because we are at the beginning where he has the power to manifest anything he wants, starting the cycle in the hero's journey, the fool's journey, your journey. You see all tools of tarot at his disposal. Where do you want to direct that energy? Think about that right now. This came up in your crown. Hand to the sky, hand to the ground, as above, so below, as within, so without. Symbol of affinity over his head. I absolutely love that for you. I'm going to show you why this is really important. Before I even do that, you got the Empress. You're fine, Virgo. It's almost like, why are you even here? I'm joking. I love you, Virgo. You're fine this week. Oh my goodness. So you got the Empress. This is everything. Your soul glorified. Please spend more time in nature, Virgo. Huge message coming through. Okay? nature, be aware of everything, okay? Be aware of everything, the little raindrop on the leaf, like whatever it is. Anyway, hello, Venus. The Empress is ruled by Venus. Love, money, beauty, sex, all of that. This is all about living through life through pleasure, passion, sensuality, sexuality. She has the golden scepter that creates abundance, okay? Anything she touches turns to gold. This is like, there's, speaking of cycles, again, you have the 10, okay? 1, 0 equals 1. Now, you have the Empress in the root of your spread. 3, creation, the birth of new things. The Empress is pregnant, FYI. Again, you're... Ooh, you were good. You were good. And then lastly, you have the Strength card in your future. Hello. Hello. Can we talk about synchronicity here? This is insane. This is insane, all right? Because Strength is ruled by Leo. I said this is going to be a big week with you, with Leo, Sun moving into Leo, all right? We're moving into Leo season. This is in your future, so this is happening, all right? Shining all that light, that area of your life, which is your 12th house, your subconscious, all right? And you're good. You're protected. You're absolutely protected because you got the Magician in your crown and you got the Empress ruled by Venus. Venus is in Leo, your subconscious. Strength, ruled by Leo, your subconscious. You're fine. You're going to be enrooting things to move forward. It is clear as day. You're so, like, you're not going to fear anything. You have strength in your future. Now, the other thing I'm going to point out, and the reason why I'm going to say this is your, well, you know what? I'm not going to say it yet, but this is really significant. I'm going to show you something, Virgo, that's very rare. It's one of the rarest things that happens in tarot. You got the only 2 people who have this symbol of infinity over their heads. The only 2. What are the chances out of all 78 cards? You're protected. You're protected. You're completely protected. This is infinite possibilities, all right? Unlimited potential. You tap into that inner courage, that strength within you, wherever you find that strength, which you will, FYI, manifest whatever you have that power. This is a card of action. Both of these cards are action, okay? Taking action. Be awake this week. Do not be on autopilot, all right? Virgo, you actually, I'm not even getting that energy that I need to tell you that. You're going to be fine. You're going to be fine. You're going to be 1000% fine. Now, let's get to your stuff. Virgo, if you like this reading, it would be so great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. I love hearing from y'all. I want to know what's going on with y'all. And I am going to... and if you're a subscriber, thanks so much for being here. Y'all are amazing. I wouldn't be here without you, so I am very grateful. I do appreciate it. So, Virgo, you're good. You're so good. Out of my own curiosity, I'm going to pull some clarifiers here, but you did get the 8 of Swords. So where it falls in your spread, it's saying art again. This is a week where you want to face any fears. Are you going to let Pluto, Mars, Saturn, any of these planets like control you? Are you going to let fear control your destiny? Are you going to own your destiny now? Okay, the biggest message coming through. Some of y'all will be a little bit like because, or maybe feeling like that this week because of a lot of changes happening. This is a powerful spread, okay, even energetically, okay. Come on, this big, all right. So you can see her feet are free. She can walk out of this prison of swords that she built around herself. I mean, you're gonna do it, okay. Don't let fear control anything, okay? Anything in your life. Do, like, power up, all right? Power up. Remember, you're going deep into your subconscious, and I think I said that earlier. That's where, the subconscious is where we store our memories. It's where fear, anxiety, stress, all of those things that are associated with this card live. All right, you're gonna be unrooting things. Don't be afraid to face those fears, to unroot them and say, "Be gone!" Right? Be gone. Not today, Freddy Krueger. Not today. Now, Two of Swords, external factors area. You're gonna go deep. You're gonna go really deep. It's so funny, by the way, that I kept bringing up Libra, or I missaid your sign. This card is ruled by Libra, and this is very significant because it's coming right after the Strength card. And look at this. Now, not only did you get the only two people with the symbol of infinity over there, you got the only two people wearing blindfolds. This is such a big reading for you, Virgo. Huge reading. This card is actually attributed to the moon in Libra. You see the moon here, the sliver of the moon, going within. This is all about going within. You see all that water. This could be a very emotional moment for you to really go within. You want to get to a point where you can take off that blindfold, right? You have to go within. You have to trust your intuition. Remember, your subconscious is at play in a lot of different aspects this week. But there is something that could be possibly a big decision that you have to make. I'm getting more of just something within you that you're just like, I have to get over this, or I have to like correct this, but you're going to be fine. You got the High Priestess. You are, listen, she is, how funny is this, by the way? The fact that I've been telling you, this is a big week of like intuition going within, your subconscious at play. The High Priestess is the guardian of the subconscious, okay? Trust your intuition. That's all you want right now. You want to trust your intuition. She sits between the two pillars here, conscious, subconscious, light, dark, however you want to see it, what resonates with you, okay? But at the same time, she's coming out to tell you to go within. That's all you have to do. It's the easiest job for you this week. Go within. Don't feel uninspired. You have magic. Literally the magician. You have magic happening in your spread. This is absolutely amazing because we've come to the end, the final outcome. You have temperance. Everything's going to be balanced out for you. This is, speaking of cycles, there's a lot of cycles happening within this card too. And the biggest one of all is mind, body, spirit. Okay. First things first, temperance literally means self-restraint. So it's almost like, don't try to force anything. Don't force your destiny. Don't try to force anything around Mars opposing Saturn or Pluto. Pivot, maneuver it, be on top of it. Don't, you know what I mean? Like, and mind, body, spirit, that is also a cycle, okay? If you want to really get deep here, we're talking about conscious, subconscious, superconscious. It's a cycle. So really just enjoy the ride. Have your hand. That's what this card is. It's saying we're all on a path to enlightenment, okay? Everyone's path is different, okay? If you feel that you haven't gotten there yet, if you feel like it's too far ahead, if you feel like the finish line, it's just like, when is this going to happen? Don't worry about it. Why does that matter? Be in the moment. That's what enlightenment is. It's in the now. Enjoy the ride, okay? Don't let that's what fear is when you question all these things, all right? That's anxiety, that's stress. Don't worry about it. Enjoy the now. Enjoy what you have in your life right now. The things that you want, they're coming, all right? They're coming. Just enjoy the ride, all right? Again, self-restraint. That's what this card is. This archangel, the archangel was known as the alchemist way back in the day, but and so it really is just finding that balance in your life. Again, so strange that I kept. Well, I mean, maybe it's a sign that I accidentally called you Libra a couple times because this card's ruled by Sagittarius, but Libra is all about that balance. So there is that thing that you are gonna have to let go, surrender. But again, it's not in a bad way. It's just you're at the end of the cycle. You're moving into a new cycle. All right. So there you go. Oh my goodness. You got the Emperor. Holy cow. Holy cow. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna do one more clarifier out of my own curiosity, and then you got the Six of Cups. Oh, Libra, this is your best weekly reading that you've ever had, ever. I'm going to show you something here. And keep in mind, this is not a monthly reading. This is a weekly reading, which makes this a lot more significant. The Magician, card 1. The High Priestess, card 2. The Empress, card 3. The Emperor, card 4. I mean, you just got the Empress and the Emperor. The pair here. This is a dramatic pause. I want you to soak this in. Oh my goodness. And then remember, you also got Strength and Temperance. And of course, in the middle, the 10 of, talk about cycles. Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine here. You're insanely good. And then this 6 of Cups, this is all about don't sweat it. Like, this isn't your final outcome. This is a card of kindness, of sharing, of gratitude, generosity. This is if you're a subscriber, you know this is one of my favorite cards. Came in your final outcome. That it's that inner child. It's like putting down your guard. You're gonna be fine. You don't need it. This is the biggest house in tarot, indicating comfort, security, protection. You're fine. You're absolutely fine. The fact that it came after the Emperor here, that's absolutely amazing. Emperor, this is mastery of self. He's the ruler of his destiny. You're going to be absolutely fine this week. You're going to be absolutely fine. I don't even know what to say at this point. Other than the fact that this is your best weekly reading, that you're absolutely good. Obviously, there's going to be something that you're going to have to decide. You have to go really deep. You're going to be fine. You're going to be absolutely fine. And if you really want to go there, 6 is the heart of the tree of life. 6 is beauty, seeing the beauty in all things. 6 is harmony. 6 is right in the middle pillar. But then if you think about it, if you want to go really deep, 78 cards in tarot, 7, 8, 15, 1, 5, 6. This is the final outcome. Virgo, you just had your best weekly reading. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you like this reading, it'd be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. And if you're a subscriber, you're amazing. Next week, we're going to talk about Venus going retrograde. Huge thing for you. We're letting things go. All right. I'll see you next week. Thanks so much, Virgo. Bye-bye.